Welcome back, everyone. I'm a little late to this party, I just got to tell you. But as one of my guests, Christopher here, said, Summerland Music Society has been a slow burn. I like that. This is Christopher Bush, who's Executive Director, Summerland Music Society, and Carol Miner, who's Artistic Director for the Summerland Music Society. Welcome. I really do think I'm late to this party. For 9 years you've been doing this. 2 years ago, Andrew and I said, hey, did you hear about what's going on in Glens Falls with the Summerland Music Society? And when we saw what you were doing there, we were just so taken back. Really. It's a wonderful music series that you're doing. You've got a couple of more coming up, correct?
Yes.
But beforehand, just so our viewers can catch up a little bit, tell me, I'll ask you, Christopher, tell me about Summerland Music Society. Why'd you start this?
We started it because we wanted to play chamber music, and we thought up here, especially in Glens Falls, at that time 9 years ago, there wasn't a lot of summer chamber music. Now there's more going on, but you know, we've had 9 years to get better at it, so we still do all right.
Yeah, you have. You play clarinet, correct?
Yes.
You play piano.
Yes.
I got a feeling that the programs coming up might feature clarinet and piano. I mean, it's just a wild guess, but yeah, what do you think?
Good gamble.
Good gamble. Good. Okay. As artistic director, you're thinking about what you want to perform, right? So what goes into that, especially the one that's coming up on Thursday the 26th?
Well, I think about what I would like to perform, but I also think about what would make a very interesting program for the audience. So this coming Thursday the 26th, we have a program of classical music that's inspired by folk music from around the world.
Wow.
And the highlight of that program is a co-commission, so it's a world premiere piece that we were able to commission along with Crandall Public Library in celebration of the 125th anniversary. And the composer's name is Emiliano Pardo Tristan, and the piece is titled Bujeo.
Okay. You know what? I want to just get into the story of this a bit. You know, you probably heard the way she said that, which was just that this is classical music inspired by folk music. Well, if that's the case, and you think about the way that, the thought process in that, they go way back into very traditional folk music. So that could be structure, style, rhythm, it could be all kinds of things, right?
All of the above, yes.
Yes, all of the above. That's really very eclectic. It's really cool.
Well, and also on that program, not only do we have the world premiere piece, but we also are going back as far as Schumann. We have pieces by Vaughan Williams from England. So it's a really eclectic mix of different composers from different countries.
Chris, you play clarinet. When you tackle a subject like this, classical music inspired by folk music, what surprised you? What did you learn when you went back and thought, oh my God, this is a piece of classical music I know that's inspired by...
By folk, yeah. Well, I think we find that a lot of composers love their own folk music. They find that they're often pretty melodies. And so they find, well, I can get an audience if I take this pretty melody and set it to a nice accompaniment and send it along to the audience. But sometimes they take a pretty melody, a folk song that everybody knows, and then they give it a little twist.
Yes, got it.
And then sometimes they just give one player. I'm going to be playing a short solo piece by Paquito de Rivera, a Cuban composer. And it's amazing how complicated it can be and still fun and dance-y, to make up a word,
yes, right.
With just one instrument.
Yeah, got it.
So they'll use it. Depends on what they want to do that day. If they want to try to be as inventive as they can be, or if they just want to kind of harken back to their childhood, maybe songs they heard.
Right, creative spirit, creative license. You know,
Yep.
And you figure that folk music is really such a basis for cultural thinking, and a lot of folk music is so based in what the culture is. So that's different in South America, obviously, than it is in Europe or someplace else. So that must affect the sound, right?
Absolutely, and the audience will hear such a mix of different sounds on the program, so it really shows how different classical music can be. It's not just one type of music, but it really can be varied, so I think the audience will really like that.
Oh, I totally agree with that. Look, this is a free music series at Crandall Public Library. I think we got to do a quick look out to Kathy Neftali. You know, hello, Kathy. Very, very. She's very eclectic in a lot of very interesting ways, but always looking to provide the community with a wonderful series of things that go on at Crandall Library. This is a free concert series. It's Thursday, 7 p.m., the 26th, and there's one concert after that on the 9th, correct?
There's one more, yes.
Okay, what's that one?
It's actually a silent film with live piano accompaniment that's improvised.
Oh, fantastic.
The pianist is Carrie Brown, and he's been with us for many years and played along with lots of silent films. So this year we're doing The Mysterious Lady, starring Greta
Garbo. Whoa.
Very glamorous.
Well, it's one thing if you do a Charlie Chaplin, you figure out, you know what they're going to go for. But Mysterious Lady, anything to do with spies?
Russian spies. I mean, it's not topical at all.
Not topical at all. No, I wouldn't think so. That's another very eclectic, very interesting thing. Look, Thursday nights, the 26th and August 9, show support for this, please. Summerland Music Society. As you can probably tell from talking to these two, they're musicians and they're also really creative thinkers, and we get to benefit from that. So thank you. Very nice to talk to you. Very nice to have you in. Summerland Music Society, Thursday the 26th. Classical music inspired by folk music. I love it. Nice to see you both. Thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
You're welcome. To see this interview again, you can head to our website, looktvonline.com.